Hello everyone and welcome to another BFR video on the Mancini the Amazing channel. As we're waiting for the ramp up to what is looking to be a pretty interesting season of WPF, another sort of shift from it, I'm going to bring you some of the fun matchups. So here I'm playing one of the favorite friends of the channel, LS Winkyface, absolutely the GOAT, and one of our fellow Australians, in what is most likely the weirdest draft format I've played. I'm saying yet again for the millionth time. So I don't think I can show this easily on screen. Let me instead show you the matchup. This looks like it'd be a pretty normal matchup. We both have reasonably normal teams. As I mentioned previously, for the same reason, I was stuck having Blipbug. Oh, also Zapdos died and it's a Rotom now. I forget what died for my opponent, but it's a Brambleghast now. Look, sometimes Pokemon, perish in battles, and in that incredible fight against 3 different mythological beasts last week, unfortunately a number of our Pokemon did perish, my Zapdos being one of them, and now I have a Rotom. But yeah, so they have a Snom, which, fun fact, now Celesteela and Snom, as well as any other Artificers, can use Stab Z-moves, so Z-moves of their of their Stab types, as well as the fact that Great Tusk and Garchomp can Terastallize. Now, on top of that, our Pokemon this season, it's unfortunate, it's this time of year in some places, not Australia apparently. It's flu season, and 3 of our Pokemon have caught the flu. Now, what that means is that throughout the season, we were able to choose, just before the week started, we were able to choose 3 of our opponent's Pokemon who had to run the item Throat Spray, which obviously is, to help clear up the sore throat that they're getting from having the flu, which basically means that you can turn off your opponent's item, unless your opponent is likely to play a sound-based move, like, for example, Slowbro with Psychic Noise or Torch Song from Skeledirge, right? Though, maybe that's a little bit of a bait. The Pokemon my opponent has chosen for me to have Throat Spray on is Great Tusk, Clefable, and Greninja. Now, Greninja was definitely a bait. I'm very happy they did Greninja. Great Tusk, it might matter on. It's really hard to tell how the matchup into Garchomp will go. And then Clef, yeah, still no clue. But I picked for my opponent Slowbro, Brambleghast, and Corviknight. So basically the idea is, if you have a Pokemon who seems like if your opponent didn't have the ability to put an item, might win the matchup, then you can do that. To sort of stop them from being able to win that matchup. And, while normally... Oh, sorry, I missed the most important thing. We're doing 11 1v1 matches, or up to 11. It's first to 6. So we're doing a best of... it's called a best of 11. Unfortunately, in the game, you can only challenge up to a best of 9, which means only 5 wins, so we will definitely need a second challenge. So it's all 11 Pokemon against all 11 Pokemon. And across the equivalent side, so like Celesteela versus Snom, Great Tusk versus Garchomp, so on and so forth. So that means that, given this is 1v1, also the Pokemon are leveled down based on the points that they cost. So, for example, Celesteela cost 14 points, so it's leveled 86. But this Celesteela is going to be playing Snom, so I just run Steelium Z, and my opponent... and I've got Substitute there to check my opponent's Snom. Surely they will be doing devious things with their access to Z moves. Everyone knows that Snom is broken. Yes, so, yeah, not too relevant there. Now, because both the Great Tusk and Garchomp can Terra Fire, I want to have both Fire, Ground Move and Ice Move to deal with non-Terra Garchomp and to deal with Terra Garchomp. So what I have here is my masterful plan, is I do hopefully have enough special defense to potentially take a Draco. What I can do is I can click Rapid Spin to get a speed boost to be faster than the Garchomp, which can allow me to sort of play around them, Terra not Terraing, and then I can click Protect, so that they can potentially Terra on an extra turn, and give me that sort of information that I might need. It's unlikely that Protect will be as relevant for me, because I think Garchomp's best super effective move into Great Tusk is Surf, which would be super effective whether I Terra or not. Obviously, it's got ground moves into the Fire type, but I can just not Terra. That said, I still set it in case there's some weird edge case that comes up. So yes, Ice Spinner, Rapid Spin, Headlong Rush. The great thing about Rapid Spin is it covers a Balloon Garchomp by being able to Rapid Spin and get the speed boost, while also to be faster than it. Hopefully this is fast enough. The level difference stuff is really confusing. They haven't made the challenge code yet. Okay. Now, the mods have commanded to us what order we play the matches in for the 11v11, and it's very confusing. So that's great. And apparently it's different for everyone. And we don't have a challenge code for the 11v11. But it might be best to add moderator for that. Actually, I think that's a mod that's asking. No! No! We may not actually be able to play now, which is really bad because we can't play right now. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that we need. Natex 1v1 specifically. Now, all my opponent's Pokemon do have access to Rapid Spin themselves, which is funny, but probably not that relevant in any of the specific matchups that I saw. I think the one that it could most be relevant into... Oh yeah, so I was going through this. So yes, I've got Throat Spray, which is unfortunate. Obviously, I wouldn't have minded having an item of some description. Probably an Assault Vest, but I ran Protect instead. Yeah, so Skeledirge here. So they have Throat Chop, Perugly against it, which also has Thick Fat, so it's pretty good in Skeledirge because it's immune to Ghost and resists the other one. I think I'm gonna drop that for Slack Off. Yeah, I think I am gonna drop Torch Song for Slack Off. Or I can drop Flamethrower for Slack Off. For Torch Song. So the idea is I can use Yawn and Protect to burn off the 2 turns of Throat Chop that stop me from being able to click Torch Song. I can click Slack Off to recover my health. I have a Key Berry to boost my defense. And then with the Torch Song boosts, I am able to scale through my opponent's Thick Fat. The problem is that I sort of have to like yawn them, so I do just auto lose to sub, but I'd say this is a pretty bad matchup anyways. Clef is Throat Spray, it's manual, full staff Throat Spray, it's Encore, Soft Boil, Toxic, and Moonblast, so I can use Toxic to get my opponent's Pokemon Toxic, and then Encore to prevent them from sort of defensively dealing with that. I also have Unaware because they can use Throat Spray Psychic Noise, which can turn off my recovery for like 1 turn, but I can always Soft Boiled before they Psychic Noise me, which is dumb and really not how it should work. And then I have the Woe Chizzy. This Woe Chizzy has... I actually should probably have more speed. Because of the random levels, the amount of EVs that you need to hit stats is very random as well. The levels obviously aren't random, but they feel random. Neither. Yeah. So then I have Power Herb Wochian. So unfortunately, the Pikachu is level 99, which sounds like some nonsense because Pikachu is not that much worse of a Pokemon than Wochian. And that means that I may not be able to pick up depending on exactly how bulky they are. But I am here. I have Solar Blade, Power Herb Solar Blade, so that I can do my best to get a one-shot into the opposing Pikachu, which I think is really funny. I just think that the idea of the Power Herb Solar Blade on Wochian is just good in and of itself. Yes. Depending on how the Pikachu's invested, it might survive. Then we have the Cage. This is playing against Iron Valiant. This only learns 5 moves, and Sticky Web does literally nothing. I think technically my best play is to click Supersonic to get the confusion, and then Struggle Bug and alternate like Struggle Bug, Recover, Infestation stuff. But I think like a Struggle Bug, like I think I need them to be special, or something. Or no, I think yeah, because this one has really bad physical defense. I know I'm saying that about Blipbug, so that's probably not surprising to anyone. But yes, I think that if I get Supersonic, get them to hit themselves like twice, while I'm able to get an Infestation and a Recover up, or maybe Struggle Bug. I think I'd probably go Struggle Bug before Infestation just because I need them to be special. I need them to get the special attack drop. Maybe if I need them to be special, I should just be more like this. Maybe it should just be specially defensive. If I'm saying the only way I ever beat if I'm saying the only way I ever beat Iron Valiant is if they're special, then I should be just indexing on that. I don't think I ever beat the physical Iron Valiant without, like, absurd supersonic luck. But I think they are more likely to be special, because then, like, I can just dodge player offs a million times if that's what needs to be, right? Then we have the Meowstic. I can click Fake Out to potentially break a sash, or and it gets a little bit of chip into Darkrai, and then I have the ability to Alluring Voice them. So if they Dark Pulse me, if they Snarl, I get a competitive boost. If they Dark Pulse me, I get the Weakness Policy boost. If they set up, they get confused. Which sort of, like, all these things give me, like, a little bit more odds. So then potentially after an Alluring Voice, I can, if they do Dark Void me, I can click Snore. Probably not very helpful, but yes. So yeah, after a potential boost, I can Alluring Voice, and if they live on just enough, I have Fake Out and Sucker Punch chip together to make it so that they can die. It's really, again, like a thing where the levels are very confusing about how to deal with a lot of the investment-y stuff. So I just wound up going fairly bulky. I think I probably need less special attack than I thought, because I was calculating 100 versus 100. My opponent is going to try and get a code that works. So I've got Rotom. It has... there are so many different Rotoms to worry about against Brambleghast. Brambleghast to worry about with Rotom. I am no item. Will-O-Wisp. Foul Play. With access to Sucker Punch. Let me find a challenge code from from another league. We're trying to figure out exactly what sort of challenge code we need to do. Because it is best of 3. Sorry, it's best of 11. We need to figure something out. I'm trying to find... There's VBL. I don't know why I could not, for the life of me, I couldn't find VBL on this list. Yeah, best of equals 3. Best of equals 9. Okay. I'm hoping my opponent's thing works. I don't know if there's anything else that we're missing. Alright, let me try this to see if I can challenge them. I don't even remember what their challenge code is right now. Alright, go with those. I didn't even mean to click the friend one, but luckily they are friend. Okay, so if I send this, it doesn't let me select anything. Yeah, so the problem is, I think the problem is that it's not loading as, it's called National Dex. Yes, okay, there we go. Nothing matches sleep. I think that we actually need to go exclamation sleep clause. Though I'm stupid. And, accidentally challenged with that. Okay. Do what? Okay, I'm gonna slash health challenge. Slash DT rules. Battle rules. Slash battle rules. Sleep. Sleep moves clause. Okay. So it looks like it's sleep moves clause. Okay, I have to double exclamation mark max team size 11. Plus Terapagos. I had to add Terapagos manually, which makes sense. Sorry, no, sleep moves, claws. This one. Okay. Please don't timer off. Please don't timer off. Okay, guys. Sorry about the delay there. All I can tell you is that sometimes this stuff is hard. Okay, so number 1 is the Bard, which is Wochian. Yep, hoping so. Remember, Bard first. Oh my gosh, I just realized this is going to count as... I'm going to have to send in at least 6 replays. As well as doing that challenge in extra time. That's not true. Okay, let's send the actual code we used. This is the code we used. Okay, sorry. Let me cancel that. I thought the Bard, and I got Bard and Druid confused. I thought it was Wochian versus Pikachu. I say this in the video. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we go straight to game 2, but I'm not counting that as one. They are. They appear to all be correct. Why didn't... hi. Why did you leave instead of accepting game 2? We played a 5 points. Dude, it needs to be... It needs to be BO11. BO11, we need 2 challenges regardless. Max is 9 on Showdown. Come on, man. Come on, man. I said this already. Okay, great. Fun. Okay, well, my opponent was somewhat confused, but this format is definitely confusing. Okay, just re-accept. I know. And they still put auto timer on. No, I clicked Wochian again. Okay. Let's confirm the Pokemon together before I literally clicked Wochian again. No, I had already clicked. We said before I clicked. I was the problem. I was the problem. Okay, so, plan is, they click Throat Chop, activating my Key Berry, and I get the Yawn off. Sorry, this Pokemon is level 99? Pruggly was 1 point? Okay. Well, I lose. GG! Okay. I still lose. That's just rude. Yeah, I mean, I definitely do not outpace them. I have Blaze, so maybe if they don't Confide this turn, it's enough. But they did. Okay. Well, that Taunt absolutely won. Good play on their end. I have this Clef, basically. GG. It's like, most of the strategy in this stuff went to building. So I thought they would run Throat Chop to prevent me from being able to scale with Torch Song, but as we saw, Confide was enough. I do not have an exhausted knowledge of every move that I should be looking for. Now, Wuqian versus Pikachu. Okay, I clicked Wuqian. I should always protect first, I think. Actually, slash learn Pikachu Encore. Pikachu learns Encore. That is unfortunate. Haha, I ran special defense. I actually think I ran physical defense investment. GG. They got a paralysis on contact. Okay. How much bulk did I run? I don't even remember, man. I don't even remember. I ran 8 Spadef. I just basically just max health. Okay, the next Pokemon is Cleric. Cleric is in there twice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Buddy, you did Cleric twice. I don't know why you're forgetting. Cleric is in twice. I genuinely, I have no idea what class we're forgetting. But let's do Cleric now. I don't know which is last. Okay. Clefable versus Slowbro. Monk, okay. Alright. Immediate Toxic. Okay, well that crit is just rude. Yeah, okay, I win. Unless I got crit again. GG. I mean, I don't think Encore actually wound up mattering, but maybe they were Hydro in the other slot. Okay, so the second Cleric was Monk. Which I think is Rotom? Druid, Cleric, Artificer. So Artificer now. Snob! Okay. Stealer versus Snob. I don't even know what the record is so far, actually. How many have I won? Okay, it's 2v1. Okay. 2v1 so far. Actually, it says at the top of the screen. Okay, so it's now Celesteela versus Snom. Now, I'm going to click Substitute because who knows what Snom could possibly do. Snom most likely immediately wins this game, but if with a Substitute, I can burn their Z move, and maybe, just maybe that's enough. Of course, I had to make sure I ran enough speed to be faster than Snom. Okay. See, who knows? If I hadn't protected there, I could have immediately lost. Now, I'm going to click Go Through Crash. I could have immediately lost. Surely there was no way I would ever beat Snom without being able to substitute on that Z move. Okay, now I am 3v1, and it is Knight, which is Blipbug. What do you mean Ribbobby? Oh, okay. Okay, Blipbug Bow Wow. Damn it. Okay, so. And then it's, yeah, okay, Blipbug Val. Can I just say, this week is great. It's been so long since Terapagos' ability has been allowed to work. Okay, so, only way I win is that they're special, and I get a Supersonic Confusion with the Struggle Book. Okay, that doesn't really change anything, though I did hit that. That's so mean! Come on, man. Come on, man. Ah, that's so mean. That's super overkill. Ugh. It really was the cage. I only ever won if you were special. If you were special anyway. Anyway, I got 2 confusion hits. Come on, come on. Okay, so it's 3v2. Now it is Terapagos versus Corviknight. I have Specs Thunderbolt to hopefully 2-shot enough. I think Flamethrower is technically better, because I can burn. Yup. Terapagos. Oh my god. Oh wait, I forgot it's the wrong one. I forgot. Okay, can I get the burn? The thing is, I'm pretty sure I still do win if I get the burn once. Maybe I don't. Okay, finally I got the burn. So many turns with no burn. My original plan was Meteor Beam, which would have been funnier. I only did 19. That means it was only doing like 40. GG. Okay, so I need to win this game. Ideally, like, I just don't lose any more games. But Barbarian is, okay, Guard Jump versus Tusk. The auto timer is really dumb. I like how it's a 5-minute timer at lead for 1v1. That's crazy. I don't know if that's because of the specific, like, the fact we did custom challenge or something, but that feels a bit unnecessary. Okay. Oh, Terra is not on. We forgot to turn Terra on. I have more speed investment than I needed. Do we need to? Okay. If you forfeit it, we can load the new set into this game. So that's me at a score of 4, them at a score of 2. Okay. Should be 7. No, I won 4, they won 2. Okay. No? Yes, yeah, I won this one. I'm glad I locked Flamethrower, by the way. If I had locked Thunderbolt, I may have lost. Okay, cool. Now I gotta go back to the custom rules thing I clicked on earlier. Terra. Okay. Asterix Terrastal Claws. Hopefully this works. Okay. It should work. This is how janky this season has been, by the way. Like, figuring out all these different challenge codes and then playing this stuff through. It's been crazy. But this is like the third or fourth week that we've had to use every single Pokemon in our draft, which means a disturbingly amount of Blipbug. Okay, Tusk versus Chomp. Yes. And of course, it's called the Terastal clause. Okay, so Rapid Spin turn 1. What? What do you mean protect? Not the Rapid Spin mirror. The helmet. Okay. I knew they'd be Surf! Alright, GG. GG's. Oh, I won. I guess it would have been the same if I lost. Okay, well, I didn't expect that. Huh. So, let's see. I mean, neither of us clicked Terrify, you know? Okay, so now it is Monk. Monk, Bramble versus Rotom, I think? We're running out of classes, so I'm at 5. So I only need to win 1 more. So if I do win this one, then I win. And if I lose this one, I lose. I don't lose. There's still more games. In fact, we would need to go through every game for me to lose the set, because I've won 5, and that is how maths works. Okay. Bramble versus Rotom, confirmed. So, my first thought is I want to click Will-O-Wisp here to reduce the amount of damage my opponent does. The ideal thing is that my opponent clicks okay. Now here, it's Hex. Okay, that's really funny. I don't know if Phantom Force picked up. I imagine it probably did. GG. It probably would not have picked up without the sneak chip, though. Given the burn. Oh, wait. Wait, no, that's sorry. Sorry, it's GG is GG's. What's it? So only the other replays get posted for fun. No, no, you stop at 6. That's the rule. Only up to 6 wins count for diff, but we can still play the others for fun. We just don't post the replays. Cool. So you've got all the replays. And it's Meow versus Darkrai. Alright, immediate fake out. It's so weird not being asked to target fake out. Okay. That suggests that they don't have a lot of bulk. Please don't flinch me. GG. GG. I clicked Alluring Voice. That's sad. I had Sucker as well with the Fizz. Man, Dark Pulse is a strong move. Tank. Garbo versus Claude. Alright. The balloon mirror! That's so funny because that's so funny. The funniest part. Wait, no. I have subs specifically for this situation. You thought. Okay. What do you mean you got the immediate boost? The immediate boost. That's so crazy. I think they may even be faster than me now. Depending on how they're invested. Okay, then I'll. GG, lol. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. broken. Surely you would have won. Surely if you invested speed for the ancient power boost, no flinch, and you won. Last is Greninja. Last, Gren versus Hooper. Okay, so yes, like I said, extra video for y'all, and immediate Shadow Sneak. It's possible, I just don't agree. But probably I don't. I love my set more. Okay, so now I forfeit this set. Come on, man. That was cinema. Bro, you were using a broken legendary, a broken mythical. That's the ZA DLC guy, right there. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I will send my paste through to my opponent and presumably get their paste as well, given that they just mentioned getting it. Okay, send paste first. Alright, paste first. Okay, they sent the paste first. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. Yeah, we'll quickly take a look at my opponent's paste. It's really good news if you look at it. It's very good news that I made sure to run physical on my Cell Stealer, otherwise the Shield Dust would have significantly reduced the damage it took from special moves. So who knows if I even would have been possible for me to KO without them. That situation. That was max attack modest, and I lived that stuff. So the investment I wound up doing on my Great Tusk, with that max HP and a good bit deal of special defense, wound up really paying off, even through the Rocky Helmet set that they brought. This Perugly set, I don't think that there were literally... I think outside of me running Mental Herb over Keyberry... No, I don't think even if I had Mental Herb, I'm not sure that I could have won. No, if I had Mental Herb, I got the Yawn Protect off. And we got close enough to a KO here. In the replay that I don't have because there were so many games. We got close enough to a KO that I think I would have been able to pull it off with a Mental Herb, but that's like a really specific call, right? Especially with Blaze. They could have played more Protects more aggressively, I guess, as well. They were Hydro Pump on the Slowbro. I'm glad I ran Encore, right? Psychic Noise and Psychic. This is specifically, I was hoping that I would bait them into Psychic Noise, but I wasn't thinking about Trick Room. Unfortunately, I don't learn Taunt on Clef, otherwise I definitely would have run that. Jake, great. Yeah. Nah, surely not. Sorry, he talked to his wife, who I've met. I attended their wedding, and I'll be seeing them in like 2 weeks. I'm very excited for that. I always love catching up with both of them. Obviously, I speak to LS more, but I always love when I see them both. And then she asked who won. LS said me, and it's like, oh, they always win. So yeah, definitely amazing for that. The Pikachu set had extreme speed, and Encore. I almost clicked Protect, but I was like, does it learn Encore? And it did. So I'm really glad Solar Beam popped off. They had bulk, so that means it definitely would have been like a roll for me to pick up. But you know, I think the thing that was technically like the most scary would be if they ran like Evian Light or something, because obviously, if I was Encore into Solar Blade, they could have used Fly to play around it. Would have been broken. And then yes, the this set was it says it's called Fun Habit, but I can tell you I was not having much fun. Okay, so they were fast on the Darkrai. But yes, so if I hadn't flinched, they had no bulk, so the Alluring Voice definitely would have picked up, and even if it somehow hadn't, despite the level difference, which it absolutely did, then I would have had Sucker Punch to be able to make up for extra health, and have +2 attack, and I didn't have minus attack, so the Sucker Punch would actually have done some real damage. Not like a lot of damage, but some damage, right? So we have Brambleghast, Sneak, Phantom Force, Endure. It did have Endure. That was my main reason I didn't wind up running Specs. Originally, I was strongly considering running Specs. Yeah, and it is max special defense. So the Wisp Foul playset that I wound up bringing was definitely the correct one. Oh, the Scarf Hooper only has Focus Blast. It's Scarf with only Focus Blast. Now, I was guaranteed, sure, the Hoopa was going to be Scarf, unless it wasn't. I could have been Sash was the other thing that I was, like, vaguely worried about, but, like, not really that worried. Only Focus Blast. I thought it would be only Thunderbolt. I can't, unfortunately, like, I'd have to adjust stuff, and that would, unfortunately, really mess up. Maybe if I do my replay special? No, I can't. Yeah, that would unfortunately mess up some of the stuff, but yes, Mono Focus Blast. Then we saw Yawn, Sub, Earthquake, Ancient Power, Clodsire. Ancient Power, Earthquake. I thought they would be special, given that they ran Ancient Power. But look, I'm really glad that we did play it out, and we got to see the Dumb Garbodor set pop off. And then, yeah, we saw all the moves on Corviknight as well. I think with how little damage the Body Press was doing, I don't think it was super likely to win if I just ever got a burn. And I had decent odds just because of how many times I was clicking it. You know, if you roll the 10% enough times, it does unfortunately ultimately wind up clicking on. So, I think this was the first of the fun games, right? Or was this the last of the regular games? Was this the last of the regular game? I don't remember when we did for funs. Are these all for funs? This is me at 5 wins. This is me at 6 wins. Yeah, okay, cool. So I'll also save the other for fun game replays. Thank you guys all for watching. It's been a ton of fun doing some of these weird, wacky BFR formats, and it's always amazing doing it with someone who I'm really good friends with as well. Cheers.